Loving him is like driving a new Maserati down a dead end street.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for a Taylor Swift look. So I'm going out with my husband tonight to see Star Wars, and I just thought this would be fun. And I was looking on my phone for inspiration, and I wanted to do a little bit of a twist on the classic like Taylor Swift, like red lips, winged liner. But I wanted to do a little bit of smokiness so that the liner wasn't quite as crisp, and I've seen that she's done a little bit more smoky eye in some looks. She usually will pair it with like more of a pink lip, but I'm gonna switch it up a little and do the red lip with a little bit of the smokiness on the eyes. So that'd be fun. So I'm actually going to be using my Smashbox Wondervison palette, and I'm going to be using products from my project palette, makeup drawer, makeup of the moment, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually going to be doing 2 tutorials because today I'm doing this one, and then I'm probably going to post one next week because where I'm going to be out of town, I don't want to start a new like makeup schedule for the next 2 weeks. I probably will just keep using what I'm using right now, and then I'll start after Christmas. So anyhow, I thought this would be fun, and then I think I'll probably do like a New Year's look or something, and with that one I'm going to do like the blues and silvers and things like that. And this one will be a lot more neutral. And just for ease of convenience, I did already put my foundation on. I used my L'Oreal foundation for those of you who are wondering. If you liked how my skin is looking lately, it is the L'Oreal foundation. I just love this stuff. Filled in my eyebrows, and now I am ready to go. So I'm gonna start with priming my eyes. Alrighty, so I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take a very neutral shade, which is right here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid from the brow bone down, and this is just going to give me a nice base for any colors. Next I'm going to go into this light matte brown, and I'm just going to start warming up the crease a little bit. Today has been going really well. I got both of my kids' holiday parties done. It was really fun. Today at my son's school we did Polar Express, and I asked the teacher if I could bring donuts, so I brought donuts, and they had hot chocolate and cookies, and I'm sure none of them ate their lunch, and it was a wonderful day. Gonna have to do that for Christmas, you know, like do something really extra fun and special. Alright, next I'm going into this color right here, which is just a champagne shade, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. This is one of my favorite colors in this palette. It just is a perfect kind of lid shade, and I just really like it. So I'm sitting here realizing that Vlogmas is almost coming to an end, and I can't even believe it. I still have to film my salon tour. I have that other makeup one to do. So I'll probably do some more videos, obviously, after Christmas that weren't exactly Vlogmas, but I don't know. I really enjoyed having more like casual vlogs, the follow me around vlogs, and thanks to all of you who have stuck with me and watched some of those, because I know there was a lot of them. Really appreciate it. So I just wiped off my shader brush, and I'm just kind of smoking out the lash line a little bit. Kind of marrying that champagne and the black together just to kind of create a nice lightness, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit of a wing with that. That'll give it some nice kind of soft smokiness to the look. And then I'll take the under the lash line. Then I'll go through, do my winged liner, and I think we're gonna pop some lashes on today. Gonna make this short and sweet. Alright, I'm going to be using my Stila. So just gonna try to stay in frame. I have a really hard time doing this, but do a really thin line. And then just draw a line upwards like that, and then I'll connect it and fill in down. Just like that. And I'm not going to put any liner in my waterline, but I will take a little bit of this and smudge it on the outside corner. Usually she just has this liner more intensified on the outside, so that way it gives it a little pop. And I'll smudge that in a little bit with the black. I'm going to curl my lashes, add some mascara, and then I'll catch you up with the other side, and then we'll do cheeks and lips. Probably layer some mascaras. You definitely could add falsies on this. I'm not going to, but I think she likes the more side falsies that give it a little more dramatic wing. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna take my black and just kind of go over this liner a little bit just to make sure you can see that little softness going on there. There you go. Give it kind of a nice smoky look. Alrighty, so I've caught my other eye up, and I always start with this wing a little bit smaller than I want it to be, because whenever I do this eye, it always ends up getting a little bigger as I'm trying to even them out, because this eye is actually more hooded than this eye is, and so when I want to look on them straight on, I want them to be even, so I kind of have to tweak with how much liner is applied on each eye. It actually ends up being more over here than here, but when I look on straight, it ends up being even. So that's why I try to like open my eyes and apply it like this, the liner, and then draw the line over here and then fill it in, and then try to make sure that it looks even if when I close my eyes one of them has more than the other. And another thing I need to do now is I need to line my upper eyelid, because I feel like when you have a strong wing and then you've got a smokiness, you don't want to have that gap in there. So I'll go ahead and do that now. You can kind of draw like in between the lashes a little, just to make sure that that liner is really deep and dark all the way to the roots. Another thing about doing the smoky shadow on the liner is when you have hooded eyes, it doesn't make the liner so precise that imperfections really stand out. So I find when I have the sharp tip, but then I kind of smoke the liner in as you go in, it softens it so it doesn't need to be perfect, and it looks good, and it gives it kind of just a more soft look, and I just think it's really nice effect rather than just having like super light eyeshadow and just one crisp line. It's just a different look, and I've been enjoying it lately. Alrighty, so I need to do some inner corner highlighting. So I'm just gonna take a light shimmering shade mixed with a white and pop it in my inner corners. Just like that. And then for blush, I'm going to be using this matte blush that's right here. That's kind of a nice dusty pink color. I don't see her wearing a lot of shimmery blushes. And I will follow up with a tiny bit of bronzer underneath the cheek, but very minimal, because I don't find Taylor has like this huge strong contour. And I'm just gonna use the bronzer that's underneath. Just barely warm up the skin right there. And then I'm gonna blend the sides to kind of make my face a little more narrow right there. And then I'm going to do a little bit of highlighter right on the tops of the cheekbone. I'm going to use my Champagne Pop from Jaclyn Hill Becca. And just a teeny tiny bit. Boop, boop, boop. And it is snowing like a madman outside. It is seriously snowing so much. So I was going back and forth on the lashes to see if I had some ones that would be good. I don't really know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put these lashes on. You know what? Alrighty, so I'm picking some lashes that are a little bit more flared on the ends, which is not typically my favorite type of lash to wear, but I'm gonna make sure I don't bring them too far down to the outer corner so they don't drag my eye down. Especially with a cat eye, I think I'll be able to still get a lifting effect, but these are the types of lashes that Taylor usually wears. So let's just go with it. And these are just in my lash drawer. Couldn't tell you what kind they are. I have no idea. Okay, let's pick out our lipstick. I think I'm gonna wear this Urban Decay one because it's like that bright red cherry. I have a red lip pencil, which I should be sharpening. This is multitasking at its finest. Lash glue drying and eyelash. Or lash glue drying and lip pencil sharpening. This is an old one from Mirabella I've had forever and a day. Alrighty, so I got my lashes on. I think they really make the look really nice and dramatic, and I just really like how they look. So I'm going to line my lips with a red lip liner. This is one of the Makeup Revolution lipsticks in 6'9". I'm living dangerously and applying it right from the tube. Alrighty, so I'm done with all of my makeup, so I'm going to grab my curling wand and I'm gonna do my hair now. This is my Numi wand. I think this is like 33 millimeters or something like that. And I just curled my hair back, kind of finger combed through it, and I curled my bangs back, and then I just kind of brushed them over to the side. I'm feeling very Taylor-ish right now. Here, we'll get some inspo for us. Are we feeling it? Are we feeling the vibe? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you next time. Bye!